Earth has many ores, and in this video, we'll be talking about copper. In the periodic table, copper is located in period number 4 and row number 11. Its atomic number is 29, its boiling point is 2,562, and its melting point is 1,085 Celsius. Uses of copper include water pipes. There may be water pipes running through houses, carrying water. And because copper is bendable and a good conductor, it can be used to carry electricity from place to place. Copper is also used to build monuments such as the Statue of Liberty. Copper is also used to make many coins for different countries around the world. There are many extraction methods for copper ores, but in this video we will be focusing on the extraction method for copper sulfide or sulfide ore. Sulfide ores are mixed with water and a surfactant creating a slurry. The slurry, when agitated, causes the copper sulfide minerals to float, at which point they are skimmed off the surface dried. The dried material is then sent to the smelter. The dried copper concentrates are sent to the smelting operation where it is reduced and melted in several operations. At the end of the smelting process, the copper is about 99% pure. Copper collecting is the first step for recycling. You can collect copper wire, copper cables, and other tiny spare parts at home. For large items containing copper, such as old equipment or scrap vehicles, you can contact the local recycling center to make arrangement to have them collected. The copper parts can be sorted according to many ways, such as the processing methods. According to world market analysis, the main machine for recycling copper in a physical way are copper stripping machine and copper granulator. These two machines have their own unique features and advantages. You can sort the copper items according to the types of wire or cable. If the copper items are single wire with less knots, you can just choose the wire stripping machine. If the copper items are complicated copper cables with winding knots and multiple stands, then they can be processed with the copper. If the copper items processed by copper granulator, the pure copper can be collected and packed to be future processed, while copper items stripped by the wire stripping machine needs to be shredded before packing. Because the entire copper wire is not so convenient to be transported to the melting device, when the copper reaches its melting facilities, the bales are fed into the furnace where they are heated until they become molten copper. The molten metal is then poured into cast or molds to the items it needs. Once the metal ingots have cooled and hardened, they are put into a machine that rolls them into smooth sheets, which form the basis for the new metal material. The recycled copper is without losing the elements and characteristics, and so they can be reused as good as the original copper. Problems with the extraction process is the mining will pollute and is very harmful for the environment. The ore processing through electrolysis is energy consuming. The world is running out of ores that are rich in copper. The recycling of copper is cheaper and uses less energy and resources than extracting fresh copper from its ore. We should recycle copper because it is estimated that throughout history about 700 billion pounds of copper have been mined to date. With the majority of it still in use today, the copper and copper alloy industries rely on the fact that scrap copper is easily economically used and reused, and it shouldn't fail because it's a popular method. Recycling copper has an advantage to the economy. It is cheaper to recycle copper than to mine and extract new copper. Recycled copper is worth up to 90% of the cost of the original copper. Recycling helps to keep the cost of coppers down. When any metal is mined or refined, gases and dust are released. Although these are collected by metal producers, with recycling there are virtually no emissions. This helps the environment. With that being said, the recycling of copper is very effective as it helps for the price, the limited resources, energy efficiency, land costs, and helps with the environment. These are the reasons to recycle copper.